Joe Pugh from the Boxing Voice, delighted once again to be joined by Adam Smith here at the final press conference for Richard Bianchi versus Fabio Turchi. First of all, Adam, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? Nice to see you. You well?
Very well, thank you.
Good.
Let's talk about the press conference, very professional from everyone involved. For me,
it's a great card, isn't it?
Yeah, great card. From top to bottom, I love Kelly versus Brown, and obviously for me, the finally we get to the debut of Lauren Price.
It's a massive moment for us at Sky Boxing, for our brilliant promotional partners at Boxer, and for a lot of behind-the-scenes work that has been done by Ben and his team and everyone at Sky to land both Lauren and Karis as the power couple we believe are going to become world champions, joining Caroline Dubois, joining Ben Whittaker and Fraser Clark. But this is Lauren's moment, most decorated of female amateurs you could have from GB, not just in boxing, but have you read about or talked to her about her kickboxing background, about her football for Wales? What a week it's been for the Welsh with Joe Cordina's brilliant win. Congratulations to Joe, so pleased for him. And Lauren now continues to fly the Welsh flag. They qualify for the World Cup. Happy days in the valleys, and Lauren is just going to give us so much quality, so much entertainment. I believe this is the beginning of a journey we're going to be looking back on, a bit like Katie Taylor's. It's going to be something really special.
Talking about looking back, we go back 1 week, Devin Haney versus Cam Moses on Sky, massive fight, and what a performance it was from Devin Haney.
I thought he was brilliant. I thought he hardly got out of second gear. I thought he did what he needed to do. He boxed beautifully. It was an incredible exhibition, I thought, for any young fighter, you know, looking up and seeing at top level how to utilize the jab and how to move around a ring. He almost was, it was effortless. He glided around the ring. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was a masterclass, and poor George Kambosos Jr., as tough and brave and stubborn as he was in front of that crowd, you know, just couldn't match Haney in terms of quality. And it was 8,000 miles away from his home. A lot of people have questioned Devin Haney, but I think it was the night he needed, especially with all the build-up and the needle and his dad maybe not being there. And, you know, to be honest, I think he could have done it if it was in the ring in the box park. And people will say it was the elite level against a very good fighter. Ultimately, George, if he gets his rematch, I'm sure he'll have a better plan. He'll come back. He'll do everything he can. But I think you're seeing, you know, a future superstar of the sport, and along with Shakur Stevenson, in a way the other day. I mean, how bright is Top Rank's stable, the future? How bright is our young stable on Boxer, but our other promotional partners, absolutely fantastic. And we had Devin Haney, we've got the light heavyweights next week in the unification. Great times for boxing across the platforms, across the networks, but we're really pleased on Sky that we're getting this fantastic summer period.
Who, if any lightweight, you believe could potentially beat Devin Haney? Because we know how stacked that lightweight division is.
There's people on my team that think Vasily Lomachenko beats Devin Haney. There's people that think Gervonta Davis beats Devin Haney. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez had a bad night, didn't he, against George Kambosos Jr. I think what you do have is 4 or 5 absolutely fantastic 9 stone 9 fighters. And if they still stay at this crop, we've got the chance of making great, you know, fights, rematches, trilogies, a la Barrera Morales, a la Gatti Ward, those sort of fights. We can see them 2 or 3 times. I'd love to see Lomachenko and Haney next. I'd love to see Gervonta Davis in these sort of fights before he moves up, before they all move up. But look, it's just a pool of great talent. But I'm so pleased for Devin. I first saw him when he was a kid, 11 or 12 in the Mayweather gym. I always thought that he had ability. He's got real dedication. I saw him in New York a few weeks ago. He didn't know what his training setup was going to be. Wasn't sure about Australia. was a lot of ifs and buts and maybes. But what he did was he just concentrated on what he needed to do in the ring, and he was absolutely brilliant. And hats off to George Kambosos. He brought the Australian fans out. It was a wonderful night or day for Australia with the time zone, and he put everything into it. As we know, what a Spartan warrior George is. But Devon was too good, too classy, and he's collected all the treasure. Well done to Ellerbe Haney.
I'm sure you won't mind me saying that you're a very passionate man about your stable and the fighters that you've worked with over the years. And the one man that you've been so passionate about, that you've worked throughout your whole career with, is Ricky Hatton, and you're going to be putting on a show the same night, the same arena as him. Can we just have any clarification on how that will work with the tickets? Because some fans have been confused.
Yeah, it is a confusing one because I think that it's two shows. First of all, there's the Hughie Fury, Michael Hunter show, great international heavyweight fight. Ben Whittaker turning pro. We're going to give Caroline another run that night, and probably Brad Ray, who's a real Manchester sort of favourite. But look, the opportunity is a fight night for Manchester. So two different events. Ricky and Marco Antonio Barrera, of course, is an exhibition. It's a different sort of format. I believe that fans, and I'm not a ticket man, but I believe that fans have the opportunity, if they buy the ticket, to see everything. We're going to treat it like two different sort of events, which it is. But I'm really looking forward to doing our event and then sort of donning my cap and saying thank you, Ricky, and thank you, Marco, for all the memories. You're right, I've been very passionate about Ricky Hatton. We took him from start to finish. It was an amazing story, possibly the most successful we've had on Sky. But I've also been equally passionate about Marco Antonio Barrera's career. I love working on Barrera and Morales and all those fights, and the great Juan Manuel Marquez as well. You know, Barrera, what he did against Nassim Hamid, who was another of our huge stars. You know, I'm pretty close to Marco. I've been to his house in Mexico. He's a great man. Ricky's a great man. Look, I don't want them to get hurt. I'm glad it's an exhibition. And we'll be treating it like that and, paying tribute to two great fighters for Sky as a sort of bonus at the end of a night for Manchester fight fans, but a very different show and a different event than the Boxer Sky Sports events on the night.
100%. I've got to ask you, Adam, about Anthony Joshua. Last time we spoke, the past couple of times we've been so confident, remain confident ever since last September when AJ did get the big fight and Alexander Usyk. We've remained on the Sky platform. News has broke over the past 48, 72 hours, but that might not be the case now. Dazn pushing it in. How things change so fast in boxing, and do you have any comment on it?
Well, firstly, I am a passionate person. I do really care about fighters, and of course I champion not only those on our stable but others. I'm a good friend of Katie Taylor's. You know, she was incredible in the Garden the other week, and Joe Cordina, I always told Eddie, will become a world champion. Jordan Thompson, I've got a particular sort of friendship and interest with, who's not necessarily, they're not on our platform. So I will talk, about independent boxing if you have to. Of course you do. I'm a fight fan, down to my core. Listen, you could, how many interviews I've had with you and everybody else that I've been championing at AJ, and very confident he'll stay on Sky. And listen, all I can tell you is that I've read that, I've seen the rumours, there's no news from our point of view yet. Things can happen in boxing, things can change very quickly. It's down to AJ and his team, Freddie and KD and everybody about where he goes. It's his decision. Fighters have got to make their decisions, and they've got to be selfish. It doesn't matter if you're at that level or whether you're at performing at a novice level. You have to make hard decisions. Why did Lauren and Karis join Sky and not Matchroom? Why did Galal join Matchroom and not Sky? Fighters have to make their own decisions, and you have to live with those. And they make different decisions at different stages of their career. They are the ones that get into the ring and put their lives on the line for our benefit, our entertainment, and our businesses. Never forget that. And any fighter that goes and fights, I have the utmost respect for, whether they're with Sky, not with Sky, whatever. But of course you get close to fighters, particularly ones of AJ's stature. We've taken him through from his professional debut all the way. And of course I'd love him to continue on Sky and end his professional career on Sky and maybe go onwards with our platform. I don't know. There's no news. I've read the rumours. We have nothing to announce. No news yet. I don't even know when the fight's going to be. August the 20th, I'm hearing. There's no definitive date on that. I'm hearing Saudi. AJ texted me a couple of days to wish my family well. We have a personal relationship, sort of outside of boxing. That will always continue, whatever happens. Professionally, would I like him to stay on Sky? Of course. I've always believed he would, and of course it would be great. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I don't know. There's no news. Ask him. Let's wait and see. There has to be some news soon. There have to be announcement about the fight, and we'll take it from there. But what I do know is it's been a wonderful relationship from start to finish. He's a fantastic ambassador for British boxing, for world boxing, and I'll always be championing him from my corner, whether he remains with Sky or whether he doesn't. So we'll wait and see.
Fantastic. And finish on a little bit of fun. A fight that, would you have it on your platform, Leonard Ellerbe versus Eddie Hearn?
You know, two guys I know well, two guys I've worked with a long time. I did another interview, I was asked about this. Eddie is irritatingly good at sports, right? I tried to take him out of table tennis, it didn't quite work. He's a good cricketer. I've seen him sort of spar with Frank Smith before. I think the odds are heavily for Eddie. Listen, I don't really want to see that. Of course not. They're promoters, and you know, let's leave the fighters to fight. But look, if it happens, I'm sure it'll be fun. If it's for charity, there's ways. I mean, I'm at a charity event tomorrow night at Boodles, you know, and fighters fight in different ways for different causes. There'd have to be a huge charity element for that to happen, I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm not getting in the ring. If Eddie wants to do it, you know, good luck to him. You know, I'm not sure Ben Shalom would like me if I carry Eddie's spit bucket in, but you know, it's. I wish him happy birthday this week. But look, Ben's my partner now, so is Todd the Birth. So look, it's if they want to do it, if the other side want to do that, great. But you know, I like Eddie to stay on the safe side of the ropes.
Fantastic, and
Leonard's a great guy. You know, you have to take the shades off. But it'd be funny, wouldn't it, if Floyd's in one corner and AJ's in the other? I mean, there's obviously a story there, isn't there?
100%. Adam Smith, thank you very much for speaking to ThaBoxingvoice. Hopefully catch up with you soon, and look forward to a great show on Saturday.
Yeah, cheers. So am I. Really good show, and a good one for the fans.
Cheers, Adam.